So now we're going to look at the Marxist view of families. Starting off straightforward, let's remind ourselves, how do Marxist sociologists see things? They see things as everything in terms of class conflict. Everything can be explained in terms of social class conflict. Yeah. They see our system as being called capitalism, where the bourgeoisie exploit the proletariat. Bourgeoisie who've inherited their wealth on the whole don't do any work and gain the fruits of the proletariat's labour. An unfair system. How is this unfair system maintained? It's maintained through hegemony, according to Gramsci. Yeah? We don't never think that private property is wrong because we've been brainwashed by that, been socialised by that culture into not really thinking about it. And this is called false consciousness. Right, family. So your basic Marxist theory of families in capitalism is all to do with the dad being the worker. To a Marxist, the way we have families has been set up for the benefit of capitalism. This man has to leave these children and this woman every day to go to work somewhere else. He doesn't work with his family like they might have done 500 years ago. So we've set up a system, according to Marxists, whereby the woman does the domestic duties, looks after the children, so the man can leave home. She does the childcare, she does the housework, so he can leave, he can abandon his family for 10 hours a day to work for capitalists, and he'll do that happily, knowing his family are safe and looked after. That's the Marxist theory. Zaretsky, an American Marxist, added to that. He said, capitalism has made a cult out of family. All this is true, but in the modern world, capitalism uses families to sell them things called consumerism. You buy things for your family. You work to buy things for your family. You buy things from capitalist companies. So those families, it's become like a cult. It's an obsession in our culture, deliberately manipulated by capitalism in order to keep us in check. We learn rules of life from our families that keep us in line the rest of our lives. The families give you emotional support so you can put up with being used and being exploited by capitalists. And fear. You fear that you will lose your family, you won't be able to support your family, so you do what you're told at work by the bourgeoisie. Yeah, that's Zaretsky. Not everybody agrees with Marxists. Postmodernists say, you know what, people do love their families, they do enjoy buying things for their families, and that's just fine. Don't fuss so much about it. To feminists, of course, you're ignoring the oppression of women and the male hegemony, the patriarchy. And to a functionalist, none of this is a problem. Families work out this. None of this is a problem. It helps everybody. It's part of the machine working smoothly.